Vigor wanted you to have this.
He was a good man. And Lilith? Was she even there? Did you meet her?
Already gone by the time I arrived.
There is more. I can see that.
Lilith took a key to hell off Rathma's body.
Then it was all in vain. She's the only one who got what they wanted.
Neyrel. She came seeking the Haradrim of legend. Seeking hope. She found neither. But her part in things was far from over. In truth, we would need her more than she needed us. Didn't seem that way at the time, though. For anyone. Inarius proved to be just as unreliable as I'd feared. His self-obsession had driven him to murder his son, Rathma. And from the corpse left behind, Lilith had taken a key to hell. Where would she use it? We could only depend on ourselves to find out.
You'll never meet a man with a bigger heart. Came to see about getting my son some work, and he hired the lad as a clerk, right on the spot. Don't know how I'll ever repay him, but I'll find a way. Can you feel it? Eldheim is hallowed ground, my friend. Blessed with Inarius' holy light. Just being here is a way of lifting my spirits.
Pray for me, Wanderer. I've asked Inarius for the strength to resist temptation, but I can't keep my hands from stealing. It's like they're possessed.
I swear, on my soul, I'll never take Father Inarius' name in vain again. Just get me out of this thing, please.
I'm looking for a Haradrim named Donin. An old friend of his sent me.
At this hour, I'd wager he's in the keep. Check with the guard at the door.
Beware the gossip around here, traveler. The Glen folk will find any reason to slander the cathedral, despite all we've done to heal this broken land.
He's upstairs in the Great Hall with his son. Keep it quick.
Dad, I need to be out in the field with the other knights.
Why the rush, my boy? You know, I found some of my old Haradric tomes. Stay here, and we can go through them together.
I can take some with me. We have a visitor.
This discussion is not over. Is there something you need?
I have a message from Lorath.
Well, there's a name from another life. Has the old man finally come down from the mountain?
With a warning. An ancient evil walks the land. The demon Lilith.
And you know this how? Did you and Lorath discover something of interest?
Perhaps this is all connected to what you saw, Father.
Yes, I was just getting to that. There was an incident at my estate. Probably best if we discuss it there. Go and have a look around for yourself. I'll meet you shortly, and then we can talk more. As for your request, get to Bracestag. And be careful. Stay close to the other Knights Penitent.
I will. Don't worry.
We haven't spoken much in recent years, but the two of us have history. We are brothers of the Haradrim. I'm probably the closest thing to a friend he has nowadays. Forging bonds is not exactly a strength of his, as I'm sure you've noticed. It occurred just the other day, in the dead of night. I thought it was a nightmare at first, but unfortunately that is not the case. I have some things to finish up here, and then we will talk more at the estate.
Off to Braystake to join the Knights Penitent contingent there, finally. My father's been finding any excuse to keep me around Eldheim. He puts on a brave face, but I can tell he's troubled by what happened at the estate. They are the light of hope in a world beset by darkness. I trained with them in Giovashad. Even had the privilege of being tutored by Reverend Mother Prava. That was my first time being away from Skosglen. Everything was different. The way people talked, the clothes they wore, the food they ate. But it opened my eyes to new things, and for that, I'm grateful.
Welcome to Firebreak Manor, traveler.
I'm here about the incident. Donan gave me permission to look around.
Incident?
That was all he said.
I must be referring to his study. Something unsettling transpired there.
And I know you, Donan. Old, tired, each day a struggle to live up to your own legacy.
What do you want with me?
Astaroth.
She's dead.
Astaroth cannot die. Not by your hand. What have you done with him?
Away, demon. I deny you.
You have grown so frail. I can make you the hero you were.
Return to the darkness from whence you came. I said away!
Signal.
Goatmen. They've never dared come so close to the estate before.
Perhaps they were drawn by Lilith's presence. I saw a vision of her in your study.
What do you mean, a vision?
I don't fully understand how, but it isn't the first time.
Full of surprises, aren't you? No wonder you caught Lorath's attention. Well, now you understand my predicament. The daughter of hatred in my own home. She must be furious I cast her out.
That painting on your wall, who are the others in it?
Why do you ask?
Lilith seemed to leave after seeing them.
Nefane and Arida, the druids who helped me slay Astaroth. Yes. Yes, I think you're onto something. I resisted her. so she might question them about the demon next. There are knights stationed in villages near the druids. If Lilith passed through, they must have seen her. I must see to the dead here. If I'd known they were in danger, I would have closed off the estate. Damn Lilith. She brought this on them. Of course not. Demons are arrogant creatures. She would never accept that our kind could vanquish Astaroth. What troubles me is why she's looking for him. What does she want? Astaroth was from the realm of hatred, the place Lilith once called home. Perhaps therein lies an answer. I'll have to ponder this more. They were like brother and sister to me once. But life has taken us on different paths. Erida is consumed with her task of watching over the dead. I long for a time we can meet and discuss old histories like we used to. And Nefane, well, it's a shame he's become so bitter. Lives like a recluse, deep in the woods. Refuses to meet with me. People either praise me or curse me for that decision. There is no middle ground. Druids like Nefane think I've given away their land to the Knights Penitent. What other choice do they think I had? After the days of Ash, we needed help to rebuild and protect Scotland. The cathedral was ready and willing. Rathma is dead. I brought the prophecy to Inarius so he could unravel its true meaning. I never expected he would kill his son because of it. And now the very thing he wanted, this infernal key to hell, is in Lilith's hands. It must relate to her search for Astaroth.
I will send scores of spirits to their rest. With the light beside me, I am untouchable.
The light will protect your soul, but not your hide. Remember that well.
Wood will bend like grass in the wind when the spirits arrive. Physical barriers alone will not be enough.
And your talismans and dirt scrolling will give the dead greater pause.
You picked a fine time to visit Braestag, Wanderer. The whetstones are singing. Hearts are pounding. Sweet music for a red day.
Donan sent me.
At least you're not another knight penitent.
At least? It is us who will protect this village with our lives.
Let it be.
There is an ominous fog uphill. Mad spirits emerge from it. They'll be here shortly. Are you here to help us ward them off?
I seek a demon who passed through.
So, that's what it was. Well, this day keeps getting better, doesn't it? The demon went uphill, to Erida's domain. But unless you want to join the spirits, I wouldn't go there. It's best you stay with us.
I can lead you to Erida.
Out of the question.
I'll be safe. Donan puts his trust in this traveler. So shall we all. Tell me when you're ready to move.
Mind what lurks in the fog, and return as soon as you can. Donan will have my head if anything happens to you.
She's a legend. One of the druids who fought alongside my father to defeat Astaroth. I was raised on stories of her wisdom and courage. The roads are thick with fog, so the fastest route to the hills is east, through the Weeping Cairns. You look like someone who's seen the world. I hope I can do the same one day.
What's holding you back?
My father. You've seen how he is. I need to persuade him just to let me leave the bloody keep. That's the entrance to the cairns ahead. Wait, why is the passage blocked? It's sealed, but there's writing. They look like old druid runes. The Song of Wind, the Howl of... Oh no, they're coming!
Hurry!
All right. E ale du gro ani do la nohre do. It's a chant. The chant will open the way. Light, protect us. Hold them off! It worked. Something's rousing the spirits from their rest. We should make haste within. This chamber is just how my father described it.
You've never been here?
Only through the stories he told, though none involved the restless dead. This doesn't seem right. Erida would not have barred the path of the dead like this. The spirits should be free to roam within the earth.
Lilith.
Strange. The door is locked with an earthen seal. What was it my father said about this? Ward stones, that's it.
If you bring me one from the nearby cairns, I think I can open the way.
Father always respected their beliefs and customs. It was important that I grew to understand his admiration. Whenever he talked about coming here to meet Erida, I saw a light in his eyes that rivaled any fire. The two were close, though I think time has seen them drift apart. No, but this was her land. She was something of a scholar, preserved local customs and rituals. She passed when I was young, and, well, most of what I know about her is through her writings. Leidal hal il oskal. Oh, that did it. Maybe this will ease the dead. It's a start, at least. Demonic markings.
Lilith's been here.
Something's written on the altar. By stone and root, by tears and pain, we bear this flame that must remain. Dead eyes stained with ash and ember, cursed are we who must remember. Ah, an elegy written by Erida. This is a memorial to all who died fighting Astaroth.
The weak perish. All ash forgotten.
Wait! We are not your enemy! She must be bending these heroes to her will. Erida would never stand for it. Unless... Oh... something has happened to her.
We don't know that yet. Come on.
This must be the cairn of the elders. So much... defiled. Demonic scars upon their grave and... druid runes to rouse the dead. These runes... the delicate touch. This is Erida's work. Why would you be aligned with a demon?
I've seen others fall under Lilith's control.
Erida was sworn to keep the dead at peace. What do we do?
We'll need to stop her.
Right. Solutions are found ahead, not behind, as Father says. Did you hear that? Something screaming in rage ahead. Oh no. That was one of the revered dead from the cairns.
Returned to the worms. May they find rest.
Arlo.
Did you think we'd so easily join the dead, lad? How did you find your way up here?
Through the cairns.
through them. Mighty brave of you. And mighty foolish. Erida came through with that horned woman. Not her normal company, to be sure.
Ah. Lilith.
They headed towards Solitude, the top of the hill. The sound of Erida's Talharpa carried with the wind. And then, this madness began. If your aim is to follow them, you won't get far with all this fog. It seems to be drawn to the risen remains. We spotted others in the hills before this one tore from the earth.
I'll stay here and protect these two. The fog is too near to leave them undefended.
The stones defend us, lad. I remember when you were still
I'm staying, Arlo.
Stubborn like your father. That will keep you alive. Much safer than stumbling through all this fog. These huts are more than just stone. My ancestors blessed them to ward off storm and spirit alike.
When the wicked wind starts to moan, best to shelter in the safety of stone.
Right you are, lass. I told them to stay put, but they all fled when the fog crept in.
I'm sure they're safe. They know these hills better than anyone.
But fear has a way of making the wise into fools. I'm a friend of his father. Met him in the days of Ash. Saved his life, actually. If you asked him, he'd probably claim he saved mine. Hasn't come up this way in a long while, but he used to. Now and then I'd even go and share a pint with him in his fancy house. That's how I came to know Yoren.
Have enough food to last us weeks. Sharpen my blade too, in case any spirits get too close.
You taught her well.
Not so much to learn from someone like me. The truth is, she's the reason I've lasted so long up here.
The roads are clear now. We need to get to Braystag. It's safer there.
We've lasted this long and survived worse.
You've been fortunate.
Braystag. Swarming with those cathedral gobshites.
Please, Arlo. Just for now.
Maybe we should go with him, Dad.
Well, the ale would be welcome.
I will deal with Erida and Lilith. See them safely to Braystag.
I will. Thank you.
Only one of us will walk away from this. So let's enjoy the storm a moment. Ah, nature's music.
The dead are killing your people as we speak.
Some will die, yes. But that is the way of nature. It is a crucible. It devours the weak and makes the strong stronger. And those who survive, they will save this land from hell.
You've fallen for the demon's lies.
No, no. This is my choice. Lilith only granted me the power to do what must be done.
And what did you give her?
All things must be earned in the wilds, even knowledge. Prove yourself, and you will have your answers. The stronger prevails. So be it.
What did you give Lilith?
I told her of the wards around Astaroth's prison. How to break them.
Why?
what it took to defeat Astra. They must learn again. If they cannot vanquish him, how can they stand against the full might of hell?
Good. They're burning the pine resin. I hope it will keep us safe.
It always has before. Trust in the old ways.
I trust Chieftain Asgil. Can't say as much for the shiny sprags and their preaching. All I've been getting from them is hard eyes.
Isn't that because you're giving them hard eyes too, Dad?
Might be, but they bloody deserve it. I see he carries the burden of his father, his promise, and his failures. A child shouldn't suffer for their parents' misdeeds.
Do you have misdeeds, Dad?
Ugh. None to compare to these cathedral gobshites. I see.
That mean you talked some sense into Erida?
Not exactly.
What happened then?
Easy, lass. Best to leave some things unsaid.
And?
She is at peace now, I hope.
I never thought it would turn out like this. Heroism and sacrifice are often entwined in the course of fate. My mother's words. I must tell Father what has happened. What Lilith has done. We cannot let her destroy anything else.
There's a horned woman in the moors, spreading corruption, if that's what you mean.
Yes. She's after the druids who vanquished Astaroth.
Ah, that madman Nefane lives out there. We already tried checking on him. Got as far as Boglinstone Circle, and then the druid's wolf companion appeared and bit one of my men. I'm already short on knights. Not going to risk what I have left on some bastard who hates the cathedral. Nefane sees us as intruders stealing from his land. But how does he expect us to survive? We need timber to build, ore to forge our weapons, wild game to eat. Truth is, I think his hatred for us goes back to Donan. They were friends once, but they had a falling out. Not sure, but I met the druid once. I was riding through the moors minding my own business when he came up and spoke in the beast tongue. Caused my horse to throw me. I broke my leg. Hasn't been the same since. I don't care what happened between them. I'm just glad Donan came to his senses and broke it off with that brute.